Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Didsbury Art Studio and I'm Sally. And in today's video I'm going to be using some baking parchment to make some Canadian smocking with. Never tried it before. I'm going to do an arrow pattern and see if it works. Got a feeling it's going to rip, but I'm hoping it might be stronger than a previous video I did a little while back on some paper. So we'll see how we get on. Let's go. So today I've got this baking parchment and I was really curious to see whether one of the smocking designs might come out on the baking parchment. So I'm hoping it's not going to rip, but you can see that I've gone a little bit bigger with the grid design, a 1.5 inch grid with the arrow pattern, because I think that one might work out really well. So I've just done obviously an A3 trace, and I could see obviously right through it, didn't need the light box, so that's fairly quick and easy. And I just used pencil earlier on. So yeah, I'm going to have a go at sewing this. Okay, so let's have a go at doing the first arrow pattern. So I'm just using a very thin needle here, and I'm really hoping this paper's not going to rip. I did try once before doing a YouTube video with thicker paper. It did work, but not as well as I wanted it to. With the arrow pattern, we're just heading down to the point there and then back up to the top here. There we go. And then we're just going to carefully gather in. I'm going to have to help the paper out a little bit here, I think. Obviously not as easy as the fabric, so it's just an idea. Let's try. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. Is it going to pull? Is it going to hold? Goodness me. Right, okay, I've managed to gather that in. I'm going to pop a little stitch through, my usual needle through the loop there, push that down and pop a knot over the top. Wow. What does it look like? Not a lot at the moment. Oh no, have I just undone it? Yikes. Yeah, I have. Okay, gonna have to get another little stitch in there. Let's try that again. Okay, this may or may not work. Let's see. Try again. Okay, we've got an arrow, but obviously we need to be quite delicate with it. What I'm not liking already is the fact that we can see that pencil line through it. But if you were doing this or wanted to try something out, if you're experimenting with the Canadian smocking on various different surfaces, and perhaps you might want to do a lighter line, or you could use the pencil, white chalk pencil. Right, let's have a go at heading down to the next section. And then we don't want this thread to gather in, so I'm just going to pop another little stitch. I don't want to go in the same hole to be prone to ripping again, so I'm just going to go nearby, like that, and then back down to the point. And up over here. Give this bit a helping hand. Yikes. There we go. Ooh. It does feel like it's going to rip. Needle through that loop. And down we go. Okay, if you've done the arrow pattern with me before, then you'll know that I'm just heading down to this next arrow here, and then I'll restart at the top, work down, restart at the top, down. Okay people, this is really, really difficult. I'm constantly thinking I'm going to rip the paper. What is it looking like on that side? Just unbelievably creased. Do I keep going? And this is just purely an experiment. I'm just curious to see if the Canadian smocking is transferable in other materials. Don't know if it's holding the arrow or not. Let's have a quick look. Okay, it sort of is, but it's not as strong as it. It's the fabric. We'll have a look whether we can just get some of those a little bit more clear. Crikey, this is tricky. I've got a little pussycat Layla over here watching me. I'm afraid it almost looks unrecognisable. Just thought we could have done something a bit different. Obviously with the different types of fabrics that I've been using with Canadian smocking over some time, the different weights of the fabrics, the different textures of fabrics, they all affect the outcome. I tend to find that the medium weight fabrics work best to retain the geometric, voluminous shapes on the other side that are formed. As you know, I've been trialling and experimenting for a long time now with various different fabrics to see if any come out better than others. Definitely know which ones to avoid. The sort of heavier weight ones that become really bulky. Oh. Do you like the sound of this? Yeah, I also find the thinner fabrics, the slippery fabrics, quite tricky to mark as well, so I don't tend to use them very much, although I have tried. Watching Layla. Right, I've finished, but I don't hold out much hope. Okay, so this is what we've got. Oh my goodness me. So usually we turn it upside down to get the arrow. There's a very faint arrow forming. It's not like the fabric at all. Oh, can we get this back to something? Leave me with it for a sec. Okay people, this is really tricky. I've tried to pull out the arrows down here to pull those back, but it is really tricky. It's like a very subtle point arrow. Not sure what's happening with that formation there. Starting to curl up. So yeah, oh, you come to have a look, Layla. You come to have a look. So I hope you enjoyed my video today, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the very next video. Take care, bye!